Hi. I'm gonna do a toast for someone close to me, my sister. Actually, I honestly don't know why, just because we're not that close. No, I'm just kidding. We're very close. Um, my sister and I, when we were younger, we'd always talk about how when we grow up, we would grow up alone. But I told her that we have each other, and she's like, no, that's not enough. But for now, it is because I don't know, we have fun together. We go on adventures, and every time we do, it's always crazy and always memorable. And there's always no telling what's going to happen. So, not only do we have like a really great time, but my sister is actually an amazing person overall, personality wise and everything else. But what does amaze me the most is how much she doesn't realize that she loves me. And I know that sounds silly, but she always kids about saying that she hates my guts. But actually, honestly, I think, well, I know deep down inside that she loves me. Actually, I think. I don't know. Maybe. Here's the hoping. Another thing that amazes me about my sister is that she's just a really genuinely nice person. She's always there for you. She's always kind. She's just a shoulder to cry on and everything. And I know people say that about the relatives, how they're amazing there are. But my sister, she's genuine amazing. She's one of kind, like a kid's painting. I had mentioned that we go on adventures a little earlier. Yet don't adventure with us. That's not a good idea. But I can tell you a tale about one of our adventures, and it's like two little girls who are from the countryside, technically the woods, but the countryside sounds better, and they wanted to venture Boston, this big old city and everything. And we wanted to do it without GPS. We wanted to do it like normal people do, just look at the street signs and look at the buildings. So we were doing that, and we were doing great. We were in Chinatown, we were in Faneuil Hall, we traveled to the Back Bay, we traveled to the Common, we were just all over the place, and it was great. And then it was time to go back home. And that was where the struggle came, because when we were heading back home, we started heading back home in circles. So we had to stop, we had to pause, we had to figure out where we were. And so we headed to a different direction, and that was a mistake. I that was my fault. So we end up kind of near the highway. I don't know how, but yeah. And so we eventually just thought it was a good idea to pull out the GPS. I was like, I think it's time to whip out that GPS, you know? And she goes, I think that's a good idea. So, yeah, we're end up about 45 minutes out of the city. So, moral of the story, to wrap it all up, is that to always, always venture with someone who knows the area and who's experienced, and not your clueless sister who doesn't know how to use directions. But, we recently heard this saying from a really wise man from by Errol Ozan, and he says some beautiful paths can't be discovered without being lost. And yeah, actually, that's exactly how Betsy and I first met each other. We lived in a country. It was very impoverished. It was very difficult to live in, and we met each other in an orphanage. So how we met, we just like stumbled and fumbled. We were just kind of lost, and then we found each other. And now we support each other the best way we can. But honestly, I'm just still waiting for this sleepover to end. Thank you.